Welcome everyone. This is Dr. Tom DiPaoli. This video is a webinar on Kaizens and lean events. The purpose of it is to share forward hard knocks lessons learned. I'm going to share with you a lot of the lessons I learned throughout my career. As you can see, I've got 9 business books on Amazon that you are welcome to check out. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. Let's have some fun and learn how to run a great Kaizen or lean event. I think we will. All right, this is how you get the most out of this video. I'll give you some time to read it. Normally, like in a webinar, I'll give you some time to read the slide. Then I'll add some more insights and important points later. We do this for every slide throughout this presentation. I'd like to share our mission with you again. I don't want people to suffer and learn things the hard knocks way. By the way, I do have a more detailed book on Kaizens and lean events. It's on Amazon. Give my book a try. Kaizen Creativity. Let's begin with the storyboard and let's make sure we understand what this Kaizen event is about. It's about purchase order processing and an entire purchasing department. There are a team of 4 members of the purchasing department and myself who started this Kaizen event. The storyboards are pretty self-explanatory. I think if you read them, you understand what's going on. Again, I'm going to give you time to read the background story. It's pretty grim. They promoted me to be in charge of the department, but they cut my employees from 8 to 4 employees. What they did is they took the 4 best employees out and left the 4 mediocre, or what I would say poor employees, starting from day one. Never forget my first meeting. 2 people actually started to cry. They didn't know how they were going to keep up with all the work. They feared being overwhelmed. I made a pledge to them that within 6 months, they would have so much spare time, they would be coming to me asking for a project. Everyone burst out laughing. Presentation, general content. This is what's generally in this video. There is a questions opportunity at the end. As you can see, if you don't have a problem, you don't have a Kaizen. We had many problems, as you can see in the reasons on the right there. Cycle time all over the map. 7 different ways to procure goods. Some lessons we learned. I'm going to give you time to read them. Make sure you get a committed champion who really wants this thing fixed. Make sure the team members have a stake in the Kaizen. All the members did. They were overwhelmed. On the right, you'll see some of the tools we used. You can get the definition of those tools pretty much in any Lean Six Sigma book or process improvement book. Remember, clearly define the problem. That is sometimes very difficult. Here's the lessons we learned. Again, take a little time to read it. Process improvement is very hard work, okay, and frustrating. To try to teach people a new tool and to do process improvement at the same time is extremely difficult. Pre-train people before the event in the tools. Over-organize the event. Minutes, agenda, everything. Limit the meeting to 2 hours, especially the first ones. Do your homework. Have pre-meetings. What was important to our customers? And again, not only was it our internal, but external customers. You could see there were a lot of things that were wrong with our systems that were in place. We took the time, and remember, we had 7 different ways of ordering, to do detailed process maps about them. Again, I'll give you some time to read the lessons we learned. We fought over what data was required. Had to be very patient on the as-is process. Walk the process, make sure you understand it completely. And finally, make sure which steps are value-adding and non-value-adding. We found that a lot of them were superfluous. We started to analyze the data, okay, and what made the requisitions fail. Constantly, we were expediting. You can see there that there was supplier performance that wasn't even tracked. We tried to drill down to the fundamental causes, lead times, process errors. The 7 ways were just high manual processes. There were just too many ways to order goods and services. Here's some of the lessons. We had a lot of trouble just getting current metrics on what was going on. We easily identified the delay points and fail points. There were many of them. We had to be very meticulous and make sure we captured all the steps. Defining the current cycle time average was a challenge. We started to analyze. What we discovered is that 80% of our orders were under $1,000. They were small orders, but they took a tremendous amount of time, and there were lots of errors. Sheer volume, many suppliers, communications and follow-up was all over the map. We did get a very long list of delays. Again, here's some lessons. We did agree on the major causes of delays. We brainstormed even more. We tried some hypotheses for failure delays and did some testing. How could we improve this? Well, the first thing we knew, we had to get down. We didn't want 7 ways to order. We knew we had to reduce that. That was pretty obvious. We had to figure out, okay, the data collection plan, is there additional data we need to collect? And you always have to think about that. And also we wanted to monitor the results that we got. Take the time to read these lessons. Took a while and a lot of fighting to agree on the best solutions, but we finally did. We finally created a 2B process chart. 1. You defined the new metrics and controls. This is a lot of times this is underestimated. You really have to have a marketing or sell plan of what you're going to do to convince people that it's right. Don't delay the new as-is process. Go with it as quickly as possible. We initiated a rollout. We had visual status of the process, visual metrics, and we also made sure that we took the time to follow our own as 2B process as much as we could. Again, important to have metrics visible so people can see. We also did a post-project review. Started to roll out. Don't delay that. Track metrics so everyone can see them. Again, do a formal project review document. Now we have to control the new 2B process. So we designed metrics to see how we were doing. And then we had to decide, hey, this isn't a once and done thing with the Kaizen. We want to continuously improve. So we have to establish a future control methodology. Check cycle time improvements. Get feedback from everyone on what they think of the new procedures. Then develop a continuous improvement strategy. Here's a summary of not only the lessons learned, but what we had to do in the future. Biggest one was we went to purchase card usage. That really eliminated almost all the paperwork and the bureaucratic work. The other thing we did was we empowered people to buy things as long as they used our preferred suppliers. We raised the short order limit and that helped a lot. But like I said above, eventually you went to purchase cards, which really reduced the amount of bureaucratic work. Here's the epilogue of what happened here. Again, take some time to read it. Quite a reduction in suppliers. Hard savings, 20 million. All the employees became green belts and ran their own Kaizens in the future. Again, I repeat, the purchase credit cards really helped. But we also shared our results with other plants. We thought we had to do that. Any additional questions? Here is where you can contact me, my email address. And I can email you copies of this presentation. Some facts about me. I won't bore you too much with this. I've had a lot of experience in transformation, process improvement, many different industries. So I've learned a lot of hard lessons, which is why I want to share them. Some more contact information. I have an author's webpage, a website, a blog, Twitter accounts, Facebook accounts. So a lot of information I have out there that will help you understand. You can take some action by buying the Kaizen book. A really good book. Straightforward, practical, and it will help you get through process improvement. I urge you to take a chance, buy it, take a look at it. Got other books too, like I stated in the beginning. They're all on Amazon. I urge you to check them out. There are some very good points in all of them that will help you. I want to thank you for your patience and time in this video. And I hope you understand what we did. If you have any additional questions, please contact me.